waste from other animals. And then they weren't developed. They don't have a properly developed digestive system to be able to eliminate those toxins. So when you eat these sort of foods, what are you eating? Toxins from those other animals, right? Absolutely. The second thing that you need to know is do not eat food that is found in nature that has been altered by man. Again, very simple. Things like processed food, the things that are on the inside of the grocery store, things that are in boxes and bags. Pasteurized dairy. This was highly controversial a while back, and now through all the research that's been out, you can't even think about this anymore. You can't drink pasteurized dairy and ever be healthy. As soon as that milk or cheese or anything gets heated up, it destroys anything beneficial that was inside that dairy product. Trans fats, I think we all know about trans fats. They're even banned in some countries now. Commercial meats, as I said before, you need to make sure that your meats are grass-fed or free-range. Commercial meats, number one, they're filled with antibiotics and hormones, which will just destroy your body. But the worst thing about them is these animals that we eat this meat of aren't eating what God intended them to eat. Does anybody know what cows were intended to eat? Grass, right? I just told you that, obviously. Well, what are they eating?
Corn.
They're eating grain. So just like us, if we eat a bunch of unhealthy processed grains, we're going to get sick. What do you think happens to those cows when they feed them full of unhealthy grains? They get sick. So what do you think would happen to us if we eat a sick cow? You get sick. It's very easy. So the last thing that I don't know if you guys can see is don't let any food be your God. What that's saying is don't get addicted to any food. Some of the things that we get addicted to are things like coffee, sugar, soda, chocolate, white foods. The reason that you make those foods your God are because you're getting addicted to them, and the only reason that you would ever eat these things in the first place is for taste. So if you can learn that we were never intended to eat for taste, we were intended to eat to nourish our bodies so we can survive, then obviously that'll help you to fight those addictions. So does anybody know what this is?
Food pyramid.
Food pyramid. This is what the government wants you to do to make sure that you and your family are healthy. Actually, I'm not even gonna really spend too much time on this. Basically, all you need to know about this food pyramid is stay away. So I want to spend some time on this. Hope everybody knows from elementary school we did a lot with pH, measuring pH of things. Your body has to have a proper pH in order to be healthy. All disease has an acidic environment. Based on alkaline and acid relationship is the key to true health. Our body, so the most acidic thing possible has a rating of 1. 14 is the most alkaline. Our body has to be directly in the middle, slightly alkaline at 7.3. If your body moves even a couple of points away from 7.3, you would die instantly. So, eating things that are more acidic, which is anything lower than 7, our bodies obviously build disease. It just accepts disease. What are some of those things? Well, the number one thing is soda, which makes up the majority of our calories that we're consuming in our country today. It has a pH of 2.5, 50,000 times more acidic than neutral. And this is what we give our kids. It's basically just battery acid, which is the only other thing that has an acidity that low. We added some sugar, we added some colorings, and we added some flavor, and that's what you're drinking. It takes 30 cups of water, alkaline water, to neutralize 1 can of soda. And then if you think about that, people don't even drink 1 can of soda, do they? They're drinking pops that are basically bigger than their heads. So, unless you balance your pH, you'll never heal from any disease. When the pH of the body is lowered, the body will do everything it can to raise the pH. So what it does is we have these things called alkaline reserves in our bodies, in our muscles, in our bones, things like that. So our body is very, very intelligent. So it knows once you put something like soda in your body, I have to do whatever I can to raise that up to be back to neutral. They're called buffers. So if you continue to eat a diet that's high in acid and not alkaline, then your body is just going to continue to deplete your muscles, deplete your bones, in order to make it neutral. So these are some of the things that cause acidity in your body. And again, it's all the things that we talked about before, basically processed food, commercial meats, caffeine, dairy, things like that. If you ever want to be very, very sick, you eat these types of foods. If you want to be healthy, create an alkaline environment in your body, you need to eat foods that are alkaline. So, as you guessed it, I'm sure, the only foods that are alkaline are vegetables, which should be the staple of your diet. You have to eat more and more vegetables. Otherwise, you have to drink a lot of water, which we should be drinking about 3 or 4 liters of water a day based on your weight. And you want to put lemons or limes in your water to make sure that that water is alkaline as well. So these are some of the warning signs, as we talked about before, that when you have damage to nerves, blocks to your nutritional uptake. These are just some of the warning signs that your body sends out to let you know that you have damage to your nerves. So I'm sure by a raise of the hands, has anybody ever had any of those? Yeah, we all have. So what that's saying is you have damage to your nervous system and your body's not functioning anywhere near 100%. What it's also saying is that you'll never have proper nutrition unless you fix these. Now, through growing up and through all the process information that we've gotten, most people think the only way to fix these is to go to the medical doctor and get what? Drugs, right? Well, that's actually not true. See, everyone knows that chiropractic helps with neck pain, back pain, headaches, things like that. Most people don't realize that chiropractic helps with things like asthma, allergies, digestive systems that we spend a lot of time, digestive complaints that we spend a lot of time on today, things like fibromyalgia. What I wish that everybody knew about chiropractic is that it helps with your immune system, your ability to fight colds and flus and even cancer. It helps your metabolism, your ability to gain or lose weight. It helps with fatigue, with stress, just your body being able to adapt to those things, giving your body energy. So there's only 3 ways to know if you have damage to your nervous system, only 3 ways to know if you could ever be healthy. Those 3 things are a digital posture exam, a NASA EMG test, computerized test, and an x-ray. What we do when we take an x-ray is we actually look at you from the front to see if you have any abnormal curvatures in your spine. We look at you from the side at the top of your spine to see if you've lost the important arc of life, as we call it, and your neck is straightened out. With any of those things, if you have abnormal curvature in your lower spine or if you've lost the curve in your neck, those things cause damage to your nervous systems, which cause unhealthy nerves, which cause unhealthy organs. The next thing is the NASA EMG. This is just what would tell us how much damage that you actually have, how long it's actually been there. So what I hope and pray about every night is that there's somebody out there that doesn't have a spine like this that I haven't got to yet. So do you guys see the curvature that is in this person's spine? Do you guys see that? So do you think that they have damage to the nerves that are coming out right here? Yeah, well, those nerves actually go directly to the digestive system, actually go directly to the colon. So how do you think that person's colon is functioning? Not very well. Do you think it's healthy or do you think it's building disease? It's building disease. See, this person had ulcerative colitis. You know, when he went to his medical doctor, and the medical doctor told him that it's an incurable disease. Told him that he had to be on medication for the rest of his life until he would die from colon cancer, which his medical doctor basically guaranteed that he would get. His only other option was to take his entire large intestine out to prevent the cancer and then live with a colostomy bag for the rest of his life, which I don't know if you guys understand what that is. But it's basically, obviously you can't go to the bathroom, so you have to empty all of your waste into this bag and you have to empty it out every once in a while. So basically this guy was given 0 hope. Would you guys agree? Yeah, so what he did is he didn't want to do all those things. So what he did is he started to study nutrition. He started to radically change his diet, do everything he could to change his diet. And it would give him temporary relief, but it would never completely heal his body. Not until he learned the truth about nutrition, the things that I've taught you guys today. You know, I wish I could take the credit for teaching this person about, the truth about nutrition, but it would have been kind of difficult because this person is actually me. See, this was my spine 5 years ago, and obviously it took a lot of time to get there, but this is how it looked. But since then, I'm off every single one of my medications, and I no longer see my medical doctor for that condition. I haven't talked to him in 3 or 4 years. My spine is fully corrected now, and I'm going to maintain that for the rest of my life, or at least until I want ulcerative colitis again or want to be at high risk for colon cancer. With the things that I've taught you today about nutrition and with getting my spine corrected, I now live a happy, healthy, vibrant life. And I want all that for you guys as well.